Now, and Darrin joins us live from the Park Theatre on CAMBIE with the details. Darrin.
Thank you, Monica. Actually, we're just right next to the Park Theatre. We're out in front of the Kino Cafe, where you can see everybody out here enjoying the beautiful weather out on the patio. And inside, well, we got some Latin fever cooking. We got flamenco night here at the Kino. A great place to be if you're going to be indoors on a Friday night. Also, another place to be indoors tonight was the Richards on Richards. Actually, on stage was Kinnie Starr. She had a great show, and her cameras dropped by to catch the highlights. What's happening? A great show tonight at Richards. Earlier, videographer Jay Brown caught up with this talented performer to find out how her life is turning into a bit of a circus, literally. Thanks, Jay. Well, from music to movies now, and hitting the box office tonight is the sequel to The Fast and the Furious. Too Fast, Too Furious. That means more fast cars, more fast women, but no more Vin Diesel. Here's a look.
Fire 'em up! You ready for this? Nothing. Let's see what this thing can do. I think this one's funny. This one has a, sense of humor. First one didn't. I think, to me, this just feels like a different movie. I mean, the only constant really are flashy cars.
I think people are going to come out with interest of what we end up doing in these cars, how we did the cars, meaning all of the custom work, the drive sequences, the sex, everything about the film is just big, high-octane energy.
Now, just in case you missed it on Citypulse at 6, we drew the big winner of our competition to go see Justin Timberlake and Christina Aguilera when they play the Pacific Coliseum next week. We've given away 10 pairs of tickets to the concert over the past few weeks, but Janet Peppin of Vancouver not only gets front row tickets, but she'll get to hang out with Justin backstage as well. Congratulations to her, and don't forget to keep watching for more chances to win. So congratulations once again going out to Janet Peppin of Vancouver. She's going to the big show next Wednesday at the Pacific Coliseum. And don't worry, if you couldn't get tickets, if you just couldn't make it, our cameras will be there and we'll have the highlights for you on Wednesday night. Monica?
Darrin, excellent. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Just ahead on Citypulse tonight, Mike.
To local entertainment news now, and Darrin, news of a big concert announcement.
You got it, Mark. 2 of the biggest bands on the planet will be playing in our city this summer, courtesy of House of Blues Concert Canada. Our videographer Jay Brown now with the details.
REM. For the past 2 decades, this Athens, Georgia group has been thought-provoking and inspirational to countless other bands. I'm Jay Brown, Citypulse Entertainment.
Thanks, Jay. Well, from one big announcement to another now, and today the Vancouver International Film Festival released the name of a significant sponsor for the city's future film center.
I'm pleased to announce that Van City is the title sponsor of the new theater in the International Film Festival Center to be called the Van City Theater.
We can now go out and buy the best projection equipment, the best seats, make the standard of this place as a demonstration quality for not only film, but in the future technologies.
To the airwaves now, and for the second day in a row, another major name has gone from the local radio dial. Syndicated talk show host Tom Leykis has been pulled by Mojo Radio amid reports of strong pressure following a number of, surprise, surprise, yes, listener complaints. Leykis, who hosted his first ever Vancouver listener party in April at Cheers, aired for the final time yesterday. His time slot will be filled by Bob Mojo Marjanovic in early July.
You ready for this?
And unfortunately, it's what many people were expecting to happen. Just 5 days after the release of the street racing sequel Too Fast, Too Furious, the film is being blamed for a deadly high-speed chase in LA. Police say a 23-year-old man who'd just seen the movie was traveling nearly 160 kilometers per hour on a residential street when his car broadsided another car. Police say the 78-year-old driver of that vehicle was killed instantly. Authorities don't believe the driver was racing at the time. He only suffered a broken arm. And it looks as though so far this summer in the literary world, it will be the battle of Hillary versus Harry. Hillary Clinton released her tell-all book this past week to huge numbers. Now Harry Potter fans will get a chance to read J.K. Rowling's latest offering. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix began arriving at warehouses this week, but won't be on store shelves until June 21st. Still, that hasn't stopped more than 1 million people worldwide from pre-ordering a copy.
When I ordered it, I was so excited that I couldn't go to sleep the following night. And when I have the book in my hand, I'll be reading it for the rest of the week till it's finished, and then I'll keep on rereading it.
So cute. Well, it's been almost 3 years since the last Harry Potter book was released. The new installment will likely shatter all other sales records.
Hi, how are you? I'm really sorry that we're running a little late with all this.
And would you like a wake-up call from my girl Pammy Anderson every morning? For just $8 US a month, that's about 11 bucks for us, you can hear the voice of Canada's favorite pinup telling you to get off your duff and do something with your day. Pammy's the first big name to sign up with the celebrity wake-up call service. The company believes guys will be willing to pay to hear Anderson's voice first thing in the morning, but of course, you know, if you're a close and personal friend, and you can see we're pretty tight here, you get those kind of calls for free. Yeah, whatever, she can't stop calling. Now, if you'd like more info, you can log on to celebritywakeup.com. That's www.celebritywakeup.com. Now, finally, tonight, we've got another blockbuster for you as Clint Eastwood, Tommy Lee Jones, Donald Sutherland, and my dad's favorite, James Garner, team up to save the planet in the outer space adventure, Space Cowboys.
I'm just going to do the bottom 3 lines, F-L-E-P-T, P-L-E-P-F-L, F-L-E-P-T, P-L-F-E-T. Do you think oysters would be too much for the first date?
You have 20/10 vision, Captain.
Yeah, these are just for looking at you, kid. I may be blind, Frank, but my memory is perfect. F-L-E-P-T, P-L-E-P-F-L, F-L-E-P-T.
Here's looking at you kids. Space Cowboys tonight at 9. Stay tuned. Foxman's got sports after the break. You're watching City Pulse live at 6.
To go to Finland. Why C-Diddy so into air guitar?
Pure love for the music. And also an honest understanding that I have no talent to be able to play it.
Do you want to grab my breast? Even a fake rock star gets perks.
Woo! Thank you. You rock!
Sure beats an air kiss. Jeannie Mo, CNN, New York.
He's right into it. Time for entertainment, and what did you think?
I thought that was great, but I remember you said earlier that we've all done this, and I'd like to know just what song did you use to play to the air guitar? Come on. Spit it
Okay,
out.
only once publicly, all right? Only once publicly to a heart song. And I rocked, all right?
I bet you did, Monica. Well, we've got some more unique music
no.
for
What
you.
about you?
What about
Darrin?
me?
Yeah, when did you do that, Darrin?
I did a little bit of Aerosmith with the Run DMC back in the...
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, we've got some more unique music for you tonight. And earlier I dropped by the Havana Theater for to sample the unique, different, and sometimes strange sounds of Utah-based experimental musician Christian Thomas Asland. And remember now, the key word here is experimental.
Experimental music is usually...
Only on City, baby. Well, for more of Christian's experimental music, you can log on to his website. That's at www.frogspeak.org, www.frogspeak.org. Well, in other music news, it was announced today that 2 of the biggest bands on the planet will play our city this summer, courtesy of House of Blues concerts. Here's videographer Jay Brown now with the details.
Brown Citypulse Entertainment.
Thanks, Jay. Well, from one big announcement to another now, and today the Vancouver International Film Festival released the name of a significant sponsor for the city's future film center.
am pleased to announce that Van City is the title sponsor of the new theater in the International Film Festival Center to be called the Van City Theater.
We can now go out and buy the...
You ready for this?
And unfortunately, it's what many people were expecting to happen. Just 5 days after the release of the street racing sequel, Too Fast, Too Furious, the film is already being blamed for a deadly high-speed chase in LA. Police say a 23-year-old man who just seen the movie was traveling nearly 160 kilometers per hour on a residential street when his car broadsided another car. Police say the 78-year-old driver of that vehicle was killed instantly. Authorities don't believe the driver was racing at the time, and he only suffered a broken arm. To the airwaves now, and for the second day in a row, another major... Don't you wish you were there right now? Speaking of which, let's go to someone who is live at tonight's concert. Much More Music's Bill Wilichka. Bill, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Darrin. How you doing?
Excellent. Obviously, you're having a bit better time than I am right now. You've been there all day, and I understand AC/DC just wrapped up on stage.
Yeah, they did, of course, still to come, as you know, the Rolling Stones. But I just haven't been here all day, buddy. I was here all day yesterday, too, in the hot sun, getting all the rehearsal footage and all those interviews as well. So I'm ready to go home, but after the Rolling Stones, of course.
Yeah, so the headliners coming up next, the Rolling Stones. Are you ready for 500,000 people to go insane?
Well, what is amazing is earlier reports last week estimated they were thinking maybe 420, 430 would be the attendance. This week they're saying it could get as high as 450,000. Unofficial attendance today, 490,000. So when you say 500,000 people, you're not very far off. And just speaking with some of the officers here, no major incidences to report. Typical with any festivals, the odd case of maybe some heat stroke or something like that, but nothing major to report, which is great news.
Yeah, obviously things cooling down as the sun goes down right now, so everybody just sort of hanging out, getting ready for the big act.
And of course, and talked to a lot of people out in the crowd today, and people from all over the place. And yeah, it is about showcasing Toronto on a world stage after some of the bad press we received this past 6 months. But also, everyone knows that with the very eclectic mix of artists, there's a very eclectic mix of people out in the audience as well. People from all over the place. There is a feeling of goodwill here.
Excellent. Now, do you think anyone will actually question the safety of visiting the city after tonight?
It's a thing of the past. It really is. I can't see any sort of long-term effects happening after an event like this. As you know, we are on the world stage tonight. The entire world is watching. This happens to be, one account that I have heard, this is the world's largest single-day music event in history.
Wow.
And, Toronto played host, and that's pretty amazing.
Fantastic.
You're not here. That's the only bad thing.
I wish I could be there with you, bud. Maybe...
We wish you were here, buddy.
Yeah, send the chopper for me. Send the Citypulse Entertainment chopper, and I'll come over.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Bill. Enjoy the after party. Okay.
We will, thank you.
Bill Wilichka from Much More Music joining us live from Toronto's Downsview Park. Now, just to give you an idea of the sheer magnitude of it, Downsview Park's area of grass and tarmac is equivalent to 540 football fields. That's roughly the size of the city of Halifax. Also, 250,000 hot dogs and 250,000 hamburgers have also been ordered, along with 450,000 bottles of pop. Now, as Bill just told us, that's not enough pop for everybody who's there. Also, here's the important stuff: 10 beer tents on the grounds and 3 water refilling stations also on hand, 600 hand washing stations, along with 3,500 portable toilets. And, you know, I would not go near any one of those, as I'm sure any sane person wouldn't as well. Now, be sure to tune in to City Pulse tonight at 11, where we will have all the highlights of today's massive concert in Toronto, including the Rolling Stones. And can you believe Mick? He actually turned 60 over the weekend.
This film is chantastic. Rumble in the Bronx, tonight at 9 on City.
Welcome back once again. We're back here live at Canada Place. Time now for entertainment. And as you can see, we're out in front of the beautiful Island Princess, the very first cruise ship to be christened here in Vancouver as it gets ready to set sail on its maiden voyage to Alaska. What the? Look at this freak. Jay, Jay Brown,
Stu!
what are you doing,
Hey,
man?
remember I interviewed Captain Stubing?
You mean the Mac Daddy from the Love Boat?
Yeah, from the Love Boat this morning, and he told me that he was going to take me on the Island Princess, and I think he ditched me. Yeah, I know.
Jay, that's horrible. How did this happen?
I don't know, man, I don't know, but watch this. Here's how my day began.
Love, exciting and new. Come aboard.
This is Vancouver's Love Boat. After all, what's more romantic than vacationing on the high seas? But don't take my word for it. Why don't we ask the captain of TV's The Love Boat, Gavin McLeod?
It's personal choice cruising, that you can do what you want to do when you want to do it. And there are so many things going on in this ship. It's really a floating city.
Venture your mind on a new romance.
This will be the new Love Boat because all of the Princess ships are Love Boats. Because Princess is what we say, it's where I belong, it's where you belong, Jason, it's where the whole world belongs. But we must remember, it's more than a cruise, it is the Love Boat.
Shining and new, come aboard.
We're expecting you.
Soon we'll be
you, the Love Boat.
Do-do-do, something exciting and what's wrong with you, man?
I see Captain Stubing.
Go, dude. Get me a ticket. All right, Jay. Well, last night, the biggest rock band to ever come out of Vancouver began work on their latest video for their upcoming new album. Our sister station, Much Music, was there to bring us this behind-the-scenes look. Hey, Jay!
This is the first video for the first single off the new album, which is at what stage of progress, if I might ask?
Well, be honest. My crystal ball's in the shop. How's yours? How's yours working? Because we're running a little behind schedule. We usually work very quickly, and now we've just, I mean, it's summertime. We usually make our records in the winter when you can stay focused. And how can you stay focused when, as you can see, outside, it's very nice outside. I'm anxious to see what this record's gonna do. I mean, truly, do we give a shit if this record sells 8 copies? Not really. We've accomplished everything we wanted to do.
She's one of the hottest pop rock sensations to hit the airwaves, and tonight she opens for the famous country trio, the Dixie Chicks. We caught up with Michelle Branch earlier today to chat about tonight's big concert and her latest album.
The first album, I was so young when I wrote it. I don't think a lot of people realize because it didn't come out till a few years later, writing it for.
And I will be at tonight's concert, so we will have the highlights for you at 11. So that means you can just chill out, sit back and relax. Tonight's great movie right here on City TV. Tonight, it's a film that made Jackie Chan a star here in North America, and it was actually filmed right here in the most beautiful city in the world, Vancouver. Here's a scene from Rumble in the Bronx. Uncle Leo, you're number one. I love this movie. It's Rumble in the Bronx. Tonight at 9 right here on City. Stay tuned after the break. Shane's got the details on day 2 of the Canadian Open. You're watching City Pulse live at 6.
Time for entertainment tonight. Darrin is in Gastown tonight at a soiree where City TV is announcing its fall lineup. Darrin.
Thank you, Russ. I'm live in historic Gastown this evening with about 400 of the station's closest friends. Oh, and they all love me so much. Oh, thank you, Kincaid, Simmy, Dave, Gary, all my pals out here tonight. And we're just having a blast as we celebrate the official announcement of CityTV's fall programming lineup. And boy, is it a wowzer. Here, some of our favorites are back once again, including some new ones that you do not want to miss. Back for another year is everyone's favorite single guy, The Bachelor. This time, Funny Bob has the chance to romance 25 single women for a shot at reality love. Joe Millionaire will also be back with a twist that you won't believe. Also, The Bachelorette returns. They haven't officially said who will be next in line, but I'm hoping myself for Tina Fabulous. And also, just to prove that these relationships can have a happy ending, we'll be bringing you Trista and Ryan's wedding, a 4-hour climax to the reality romance of the year. Now, some of the other shows you can also expect to be back. The Jimmy Kimmel Show, Sex and the City, and one of my favorites, the original reality show, is actually back for another season. It's Temptation Island. You know, when they bring somewhat happy couples together and then they put a whole bunch of seductors in there and they're on a tropical island and they date and they try and break them up. Anyways, a really good show. Now, also we have the MTV Video Awards. Speaking of which, the movie awards took place over the weekend. Here are some of the highlights. American Pie's Sean William Scott and Justin Timberlake hosted this year's awards. Some of the big winners are fellow Canuck Mike Myers for Best Comedic Actor. Also, rapper turned actor Eminem won Best Breakthrough Male for 8 Mile. Here's what he had to say.
Mail, I got mail, I got mail. Now you go, lady.
Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers took Best Movie, with Schmeagol winning Best Virtual Performance. Speaking of which, 50 Cent, Pink, and controversial Russian duo Tattoo took to the stage to wow the crowd.
Honey, your dad's probably back at the pet store.
Pet store?
Yeah, you know, like, I'm from Bob's Fish Mart.
Pet Palace.
Mail
Fisherama.
order.
And audiences were looking for Nemo this weekend, and how this charming little father and son fishtail reeled in a whopping $70.6 million this weekend. That is the best showing ever for an animated movie. Nemo even beat out Monsters, Inc. by $8 million. Finding Nemo has made such a wave that it swamped Bruce Almighty, which took in about half the amount, earning $35.6 million. And from one great movie to another now, and from one great guy to another. We just had Joe Larry, we got Mark Doherty in here. Tonight, let me tell you, Mark, tonight on CityTV, the lineup promo, we have Austin Powers, a man who reminds me of these two guys right here. It's one of your favorites, whether you've seen it 5 times or you've seen it 500 times. Oh, I can feel the love in this crowd. I feel like Austin Powers. Here's a scene from The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Why make trillions when we could make billions?
A trillion is more than a billion, numbnuts.
All right, zip it.
You can't even...
Zip it. Zip.
Look,
ladies and gentlemen of the jury, exhibit A.
Number 2, would you please back me up?
Look, I'm Zippy Longstockings.
That's Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. City's great movie tonight at 9. Stay tuned. Foxman's next with everything you need to know in the world of sports. I'm going to go in to get more kisses, but you're watching City Pulse live at 6.